Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old lady. She was very old, with silver hair and a face full of gentle wrinkles, but her eyes, they were bright and always full of kindness. Everyone in the village loved her dearly because she was always happy, even when life became difficult. She lived alone in a small house near the big banyan tree. She had no children, and her husband had passed away many years ago, yet she never complained. She would sit under the tree, talk with people, and always smile. In that village, people worked very hard. Some were farmers, some carpenters, while others worked in the small market. Sometimes the rain didn't come and the crops would dry up. Sometimes people got sick and couldn't go to work. Life wasn't easy, and many villagers felt sad or worried often. One day, a young woman named Rada came to her, crying, her face full of worry. She said, "I don't know what to do. My husband has gone to the city to find work, but hasn't sent any money. My children are hungry, and I am scared." The old lady looked at Rada and gave a soft smile. "Sit down, my child," she said. "Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Rada wiped her tears and said, "I don't know. I feel like only bad things will happen. What if my husband can't find work? What if he forgets us?" The old lady shook her head gently. "Rada," she said, "when we think bad thoughts, we feel worse. But when we think good thoughts, we feel better, and sometimes good things happen." Rada asked, "But how can I think good thoughts when everything around me is so bad?" She smiled again and said, "Let me tell you a story." Rada looked at her curiously. The old lady began, "Once there was a poor man who had nothing, no food, no money, no family. He sat by the river crying. An old woman came to him and asked, 'Why are you crying?' The man replied, 'I have nothing. How can I be happy?' The old woman smiled and said, 'You have the river, the trees, the sun. Look around you. There is beauty and life everywhere. If you only think about what you don't have, you will always be sad. But if you think about what you do have, you will find peace.' The man listened, and slowly he stopped crying. He began seeing the good things around him. From that day, his life started to change. The old lady looked at Rada and said, 'You see, my dear, his life didn't change because of magic. It changed because he changed his thinking. When we think positively, our heart feels lighter, and we can handle problems better.'" Rada thought deeply and asked, "Will my thinking really change my life?" She smiled softly and said, "Yes. If you wake up every morning and tell yourself, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find the strength to work, to care for your children, and to wait for your husband with hope. But if you keep thinking about what might go wrong, you will feel weak and sad." Rada nodded slowly. "I understand. I will try to think good thoughts from now on." "That's the first step, my child," she said. Rada left the old lady's house with a lighter heart. Every day, she remembered her words. She woke up saying, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard, took care of her children, and prayed for her husband's return. After a few weeks, Rada received a letter from her husband. He had found a job in the city and was sending money back home. Rada was overjoyed. She ran to the old lady's house to share the good news. The old lady smiled and nodded. "You see, my dear, when we think positively, we invite good things into our lives. Problems will always come, but if we face them with hope, we can overcome them." Soon, other villagers started hearing about the old lady's wise words. Many people came to her to share their troubles. The old lady always gave the same advice: think good thoughts, and good things will come. The villagers loved her even more because her words changed their lives. She taught them the true power of positive thinking. Thank you for watching, friends. If you liked this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.